Hi guys, it's Lauren from Brilliant by Design, and today we're going to talk about loose parts and how they help support children's learning through exploration and play. Loose parts are materials and found objects that children can move and manipulate as they engage in play and exploration. They're open-ended materials with little to no directions, and children can use them by themselves or incorporated with other materials and objects in the room. Today my daughter Eden, who's 4 years old, had two friends come over. So there were two 4-year-olds and a first grader. And they had a variety of materials, from leaves and sticks to felt rectangles and straws and popsicle sticks, mancala beads. One of the most exciting and tricky things about being a teacher in today's 21st century world is that the jobs we're preparing our students for when they graduate school, many of these jobs do not currently exist, which means that the need for innovative, divergent design thinking, all of these 21st century skills, the ability to collaborate and communicate, to use technology, to think outside the box, all of these skills are so crucial. Piaget's Developmental Theory talks about the need for children to actively participate and engage in the environment and the materials around them in order to best support the learning. Loose parts support innovative and creative thinking as children move and manipulate the pieces without directions. They're creating their own rules, their own games, their own designs. As they move and manipulate, they use their critical thinking skills, they problem solve. They may use the materials one way and through trial and error find out that it works better this way, or the design comes out better using the materials in another way. Exploring with loose parts helps facilitate learning in all of the developmental domains. It develops fine motor skills as children move and manipulate smaller loose parts. And of course, if they're using larger loose parts such as logs, hollow blocks, clean but empty garbage cans and bins and buckets, it's going to use those gross motor skills, those large muscles. It promotes social emotional learning as children work together and they collaborate on a design. They learn from each other. It promotes inclusivity as there's no wrong or right way to manipulate loose parts as long as you're being safe. Children often feel safer taking greater risks, manipulating smaller pieces and bits when they're using open-ended materials. They may challenge themselves more to think outside of the box and take greater risks with their ideas and designs. In supporting cognitive development, working with loose parts and materials in an open-ended way helps children organize, acquire, and apply their learning. It promotes critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Loose parts promote language development as children listen to the ideas of others and share their own creations. They're developing their receptive and expressive language. Loose parts support creative thinking as children can explore and manipulate the pieces. They can focus on the process rather than the product. Because loose parts are often not glued down or permanently attached, children feel a little more freedom to constantly arrange and rearrange the pieces. I personally have noticed that children seem to have a higher frustration tolerance for their designs. When you know that these materials will eventually be put away and are not permanent, children really seem to enjoy the process of creating and designing without feeling frustrated if something goes wrong. If it's not the way you want it, or the design comes out in a way that's different than you imagined, you just move the pieces around and that's that, and choose new pieces and try again. Absolutely in love with this book. It's entitled Loose Parts: Inspiring Play in Young Children. This book is a fabulous resource when using loose parts. It has tons and tons of ideas and images and information about how children learn. It has activities and photographs. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. Loose parts can be used in all age ranges, down from infants up through adulthood. It's fun to manipulate and explore the pieces and colors and shapes. When working with infants, you'll want to be careful to make sure that the pieces are not choking hazards. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you like what you saw. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave your comments below. We'd be happy to have them. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye guys.